Hi everyone, Coach Amy here with your second edition of our 9-round knockout challenge motivational minutes. Okay folks, so last time we talked a little bit about the clarity of identifying what exactly your goal is, what the motivation is behind your goal to pursue the challenge, and also why you feel you deserve to accomplish the goal. Now today we're going to talk about something that can sometimes get in the way of us pursuing our goal. And we're going to start by labeling it this thing called distractions. Distractions. So sometimes distractions can take the form of external things. Like, for example, the weather we're experiencing right now. How easily that would be to become a distraction. Too cold to get out of bed to go work out, or too cold to work out after work. The weather could be an external distraction. So could the requests from other people. A boss wants a report done, or our kids need us for something, or a significant other wants us to do or help with something. So those distractions we would call external distractions. And although they are important, because sometimes we need to pay attention to things that our boss need us to get done, or requests that our kids or family have, if we pay attention to the distractions more than we pay attention to the goal, we will end up sabotaging what it is we say we want to do in the long run. Now, in addition to the external, we also have internal distractions. So that's what I want to talk about a little bit here. So there is a mechanism in the frontal lobe of our brain. It's in the motivation center. And the mechanism is essentially designed to keep us safe. So what this means, guys, is we're walking down a dark alley. We might hear this little voice in the back of our head say, "Get out your mace, it's not safe." Well, we're going to listen to that little voice because the mechanism is ideally protecting us from something harmful. But the problem here is that the mechanism cannot delineate between real fear and manufactured fear. And manufactured fear often arises when we pursue new things, new goals, like a new job or a new relationship or a new physical fitness, health, and wellness goal. When we pursue those things, the mechanism kicks in. Now, the mechanism is sometimes identified in our coaching realm. We call it the saboteur or the gremlin. It's that little voice that whispers these unconscious messages that stop you from moving forward. Now, again, it's thinking it's keeping you safe, but ideally it's keeping you stuck. So saboteur messages almost always start with things like, you should do this, or you need to do this. They create a sense of urgency or pressure. So there'll be things like this that say, what makes you think you deserve to follow through with this goal? You've never followed through with anything. Or you should have known better paying the cost, the price to embark on this challenge because you really need to spend that money in other areas. It has all kinds of ways of playing off your own individualized insecurities. Now, no one can escape the notion of the saboteur, the gremlin, because remember, the mechanism itself is designed for our safety, and we don't want it to go completely away. But when it gets in the way of us pursuing our goal, then we need to do something about it. So in the coaching world, we talk about gremlin or saboteur management. Now, there's different things we can do with this, but the first and most important things is for you to identify how your saboteur whispers to you. What are the messages you hear that stop you from pursuing your goals? Sometimes we personify these things. So I've had clients who've said, gosh, my saboteurs, they almost seem like little annoying gnats on my shoulder. And so we manifest that. We have them draw out what that little gnat might look like. And then we fold up that piece of paper, we put it in an envelope, and we mail it off to Tahiti. Or we give those little saboteurs some sort of manifestation with a job to do. I had another client who said that their gremlins kind of whispered like an annoying boss. And so what we would do is we would pretend as if we're sending that boss off to work on another project. So there are many different ways that we can manage how these saboteurs sort of work within our brain. What 9Round and Cindy and the entire crew there is offering is the opportunity as part of your experience to connect with me, to have us look at how do your saboteurs speak to you? How are they getting in the way of you pursuing your goal? So let Cindy or any of the folks know if you're interested, and they'll make sure that they get you in touch with me and we can spend some time exploring this because you deserve to pursue this goal. In the meantime, here's where I invite you to. I invite you to focus more on what you are doing to maintain success with your goal as opposed to what you're not doing. If you don't show up for a workout for whatever reason, hang tight. Those saboteurs may get a hold of that and make it seem worse than what it is. Instead, redirect your focus. Focus more on what you are doing as opposed to what you're not doing. So good luck to you folks. We'll be in touch soon, and reach out if you want to explore this further. Have a great day.